coming out of the backwoods. Kevin Smith's fucking infamous Tusk has dropped. I don't even think it went to theater, and I don't know how, but why, but I watched it. Have you seen it, JC?
I have not seen Tusk, but I am going to say this. I have been waiting all week because you texted me the day you got it, and I, with bated breath, want to hear your take on the Tusk movie because I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. I even watched like Jersey Girl and all the bad Kevin Smith movies. I've sat through them.
Have y'all ever seen any Kevin Smith stuff?
No.
Yeah.
Like give them a rundown. Have you seen Clerks or?
Clerks.
Yeah, Clerks.
And Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, Jay, Silent Bob. Jay and
Silent Bob Strike Back.
Well, no, there's not a Jay and Silent Bob versus Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
I didn't.
There's Clerks, and then Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. There's Chasing Amy. There's Mallrats.
Dogma.
Mallrats. That's a Kevin Smith film.
I saw.
So I told you.
I know who he is.
I told you before that he was Silent Bob.
Yeah.
And that's really what he looks like. He's on the Comic Book Men now, and he's the leader of the Smodcast, one of the most popular podcasts out there on the intro net. But yeah, he wrote this movie called Tusk. It's about a podcaster going out into the wilderness of Canada, and the guy he's going to go interview is not available. So he finds this bulletin in a backwoods bar about this guy who is telling stories, and he goes and visits him, and it turns out he knew Ernest Hemingway. He did all this other stuff. It's a great, the first hour of the movie is fucking amazing. So it's great storytelling.
So that's what I was going to say. It's like the first hour was great.
The first hour was like the best storytelling that the first hour was the best storytelling that I've ever heard Kevin Smith really lay out.
Okay.
Now, then it gets down to the dramatic part, and it's like I've got you. You're my captive, and I'm going to turn you into a walrus.
This is when they go, quote unquote, they go the full walrus. This is when this happens.
When they go full walrus, and that should be a saying in Hollywood, don't go full walrus. Because it lost me at that point. Then it became a B movie, a joke, a blob, a human centipede kind of movie.
I heard.
Movie.
Did Candy Cane or Britt see the movie with you, or were you the only one that saw it?
No, I'm the only one that's seen it so far. Hopefully I can share it before I lose it on my my satellite provider.
I think there's one thing you have to do before the night is over, and they've got to see at least this one scene. Is there a scene in Tusk? Because I've read about this one scene, and I was like, that can't be real. Where he has now turned Justin Long into
a straight up walrus. Yes.
Into a walrus, and then he makes him fight another walrus.
No. Okay, I'll spell it out for you.
Yes.
The whole story is this guy was a seaman. He sailed the ocean's blue.
Okay.
And he got stranded on an ice husk with a walrus, and he befriended this walrus.
Okay.
He has a name for it and everything. And he murders the walrus
to survive. Like he has to eat the blubber.
And he's eating the walrus. Not but 20 minutes later, the ship shows up and saves him.
Oh my God! This is like the movie The Mist, where the dude kills his whole family, and then the army is.
It's not aliens coming. It's the army to save everybody. Yes.
So this happened to this guy with the walrus.
This is mid-movie. This is mid-movie.
Okay.
You find out the guy murdered his walrus friend 20 minutes before the boat shows up.
He just should have waited 20 minutes. And, yeah.
So he has this lifelong regret about murdering his walrus friend. So he tries to recreate him in Justin Long's podcasting character.
So that's why he started.
Get a girlfriend?
He has a girlfriend, but his girlfriend is cheating on him with the I See Dead People guy.
Haley Joel Osment. Yeah.
Yeah, Haley Joel Osment. Yeah, the girlfriend is cheating on Justin Long with Haley Joel Osment. And it comes out, and it's, they walk in, they're like, where the hell's our friend? They show up with guns, and Johnny Depp as a weird fucking...
cameo?
cameo, like
I heard Johnny Depp's
special
role
detective.
is insane. I hear it's
you'll never recognize Johnny Depp. It's not Pirates of the Caribbean. You'll never really, like, if you didn't know Johnny Depp was in it, you wouldn't know Johnny Depp was in it.
But I also kind of heard, and tell me if this is true or not, I heard that Kevin Smith kind of was like, because Johnny Depp was in the room and is super famous and is like the biggest actor Kevin Smith's ever worked with, that he didn't do a whole lot of directing, and Johnny Depp's like instinct to overact and chew scenery is insane. Like he just...
No, it's not that.
He doesn't go over the top?
No, it is over the top, but you'd never guess it was Johnny Depp.
Oh, okay, I got you.
And anyway, so he gets turned into a walrus, and the guy's like, okay, now you get to redeem yourself, Charlie, or whatever the walrus's name was. So he dresses up in a human skin walrus suit, and he's still a human, and he fights Justin Long, who has been turned into a walrus.
Wait. The guy that turned him into the walrus, Michael Park's character.
Yeah. Fucking Brickhead or whatever from the goddamn...
well, I know he's in Dusk Till Dawn. I know he's in that.
Dusk Till Dawn. No. God damn it, it's on the tip of my tongue.
I don't know, dude.
He played Brickhead or whatever. Like,
oh,
he was the bad gambling guy in Snatch.
Okay. So he's the bad guy, and he puts on...
he makes him into a walrus, and after he's training him to swim and feeding him scraps, and he's like, you're a walrus. Be a walrus.
But why does he fight the walrus? Because if it was his friend, he'd just pet him and say,
No, because he's giving his friend a chance. Like, I killed my real friend. I'm giving you, as my puppet friend, a chance to redeem my original friend and like, kill me. Like, we're going to fight it to death. I'm going to give you a fighting chance, Mr. Walrus, to kill me. So
it's like the weirdest... It's the weirdest suicide mission. Like he's trying to kill himself for his guilt.
Well, not kill himself, but he's giving his friend that didn't have a chance to fight back in his own mind, is what I got out of it.
And get revenge.
Yeah. Like, I killed my best walrus friend.
It really sounds like a difficult way to commit suicide.
Yeah, I made my walrus friend, and I'm going to give him a chance to kill me. So they're fighting it out as, like, he has a human-made walrus suit, like, out of human parts.
Okay, let's do a quick...
slips it on.
Let's do a quick... Okay, I just want to do a quick pause, because let's stop it there and leave people hanging. I just want to get a feel for the room real quick.
Well, Britt is left.
Britt's gone?
Yes. Yeah, she left.
Okay, Candy Cane.
Yeah.
Are you following this at all?
I'm just trying to figure out how he turned him into a walrus.
He cut off both of his legs, sewed the remaining skin into flippers, and then he, like, sewed his elbow shut so he can't open his elbow, and turned his hand into a flipper. So all you have is, like, shoulder movement and hand.
So, but, like, is his head an actual walrus head?
Yes, he sewed tusks onto him. He still has a human mouth, and...
Can I see a picture?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me pull up...
That's the best
Justin
question.
Long...
I bet if you just Googled the full walrus, it would show up. That is the greatest question, Candy Cane. You nailed it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's him in Tusk.
That's creepy.
That's what the walrus looked like.
How does it survive?
I don't know. It makes no sense, because this is where you start losing believability.
All right, let's
the whole movie's believable until you get to, like, holy shit, Justin Long's a walrus now. And then, like, you have a moment of disbelief, and, like, the movie goes on for, like, another 40 minutes, and you're like, okay, this is happening. But let me tell you the ending.
Hold on. One more question.
I gotta ruin this movie for everybody.
For theater of the mind's sake, can Candy Cane, real quick, before you wrap the movie up, we do the total spoilies.
Describe Justin Long.
I would like her to describe what she's looking at so I can try to get a feel for it.
If I knew what I was looking at, I would describe it. But he looks really creepy. And, like, I don't know. It's disgusting.
Does it look like a walrus?
It looks like a human walrus. With, like, a whole bunch of stitches. I don't even know. I just want to know how he survives.
Okay.
It makes no sense. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Does he eat fish?
Yes, he gets fed raw fish. Like a trained seal. Like, dance for me. And then the guy throws a fish at his face.
Like, can I see a video of him, like, walking around with the walrus?
No, we'll watch it later.
Does he, like, waddle? Yeah. Like, does he slide? Does he, is his penis as big as a walrus?
No, but there is a penis scene about walrus' penises.
There's a penis.
Like, there he is.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's very creepy.
That's what he looks like. That's when he is turned into Tusk.
I would cheat on him, too.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. His girlfriend is cheating on him with Haley Joel Osment.
Okay.
And then Haley Joe and the girlfriend bust in with, like, pistols blazing. And, like, we're going to save you, Justin Long.
In the middle of this epic walrus battle.
Yeah, during the fight. And then they walk in right as Justin Long is, like, saber-toothed tigering the fucking guy to death as a walrus. Like, I killed you. And he's just, like, facing him.
Yeah.
Or whatever, tusking him. And kills him. And then what fucks up is there's like 20 more minutes to the movie.
So Justin Long kills him? He does avenge his...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he avenges his wrongdoing. Like, he's turned into a walrus, and he kills the weird guy.
One more question about the epic battle. Because I read a lot about this movie. I read that during the epic battle, Kevin Smith was like, you know what, we should just go ahead and play the Fleetwood Mac song, Tusk, while they're having the giant fight.
I don't remember what song was playing because I was so enthralled by what was happening.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just imagine you just eating popcorn and just being like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like I said, normal movie. Guys turn into a walrus. So the hour of normal. There's like 40 minutes of weird walrus training. And then the big battle. Guy dies. The friends run in while the new, like, Justin Long walrus is killing the bad guy.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the fuck? And they're like, and then it fades to black, and it's like 1 year later. And you see Haley Joel Osment and the girlfriend being like lovey-dovey, driving in the car.
Is the walrus their pet now?
No, get this. It's weirder. They show up at an animal refuge place. And they walk out, and they're, like, up on a weird balcony, like, 2 stories up.
Feeding fish?
He's down in, like, a doghouse with a little pond.
Oh, my God.
And they throw fish at him, and they're like, Justin, what's happening? Yeah, I mean, we love you, Justin, we love you. And he doesn't want to come out of his doghouse, but he does when the fish gets thrown in. He's like, it ends with him eating a fish. And they're like, we miss you. We wish you could hang out with us. And then they leave in the movie. Instead of, like, weird Justin Long living in the house with somebody and being like, okay, you still are a human.
He's not a human, though. He's the walrus now.
No, but he's still a human. He remembers what happened. He knows he grew up.
Can he talk?
Yeah. Well, no. He cut his tongue out, so he can't talk. So he has no tongue, but he still has human teeth. He still eats like a human almost. He's still a human. He didn't, like, zap his mind or anything. He's like, I grew up playing baseball, and I did a podcast, and now I live in an animal refuge and get fed fish from my best friends.
Oh, I gotta see this. This sounds like the craziest shit I've ever heard,
It's the weirdest
I'm, like, scared
ending.
to watch it now.
It's the weirdest
But I want to.
fucking
I'm interested.
ending ever. It's straight up like, we wish you could hang out with us.
Oh, God.
You used to be human. Here's a fish. We miss you. And he comes out of his hole and eats the fish like a goddamn animal and then crawls back in his hole like, you assholes, let me out of here. I can still play PlayStation.
I think with that description, you just sold more tickets to the movie Tusk than its entire theatrical release right there. Jesus Christ, dude. That was excellent.
It's a really good movie for like an hour and 20 minutes or whatever it is. And then it becomes... Like, I was really hoping it was going to be better than Human Centipede.
Yeah.
Because it was the same kind of premise. Same idea as Human Centipede.
So you've seen the Human Centipede then?
Yes.
And
it's a ridiculous, weird movie, but it takes itself seriously the whole time.
So that's like the good part about it, though, right? Because if it takes itself seriously, then...
You're in it. You're right there with it. This one is like, you take it seriously, and then all of a sudden it throws you this boat anchor, and you're like, what the fuck's happening?
So do you think, like, because that was the thing a lot of people kind of said was wrong with the movie, is that you could never tell if Kevin Smith was trying to make a movie that was kind of like tongue-in-cheek, like laughing at itself, or if he was fully, committed to the story. If it was all a joke, or if this was a serious movie. And so, would you come down on the side that it was a little bit too much self-parody? It didn't take itself seriously enough to be
The problem is, it's like he sat down and wrote a serious movie, and then halfway through smoked a bowl and lost himself in it. And that's exactly how it plays out. Like I sat down and wrote a badass script for an hour, and then I was like, damn, roadblock or writer's block, smoke a bowl, and then
turn him into a walrus.
And then walrus, and they fight to the death, and then they get this, they leave him at an animal refuge. How cool is that?
Yeah, you're right, dude. That's a perfect example of sober life, stoner life. That's like you watch the first half, you watch the second half, and you get an idea of what happens if you get really stoned doing a book report. This is a very stoned book report, is what this is.
Yeah. Halfway through, he smoked a bowl because he was bored, and he ended up with this.
All right.
I recommend it to everybody.
Yeah.
Watch it, and then take a break and smoke a bowl, and then watch it again. Because then you'll
understand that's it!
Wiredcereal's random review gives this a 9 stars.